Hello class 7. In the last part of the video, we started off with adjectives and kinds of adjectives, right? So this is the third part of the video that we will be doing, and it is on degrees of comparison. Now before we start off with this topic, like on the top you can see is my WhatsApp number. Now if you have any questions, any queries related to the subject matter, you can contact me through my WhatsApp number. Okay, so we'll start off with the degrees of comparison. Now degrees of comparison, what do you understand by comparison? Comparison means when you compare things, two things or more than two things. And where does the comparison takes place? The comparison takes place when you compare in the behavior of the two things or more than two things, right? Basically, in degrees of comparison, we'll be studying three types of degrees of comparison. The first is positive, second is comparative, and the third is superlative. Now here the question arises, why do we need degrees of comparison? The question that arises that why there is a need of degrees of comparison, right? Now the answer to this question is to compare things with one another. We have the habit of comparing things, right? For example, just take guitar and drum. So the two instruments are there with you. Now you're comparing the two instruments. So you're like, I like the sound of the drum, but the sound of the guitar is better. So here you're comparing drum and guitar, the two things, with each other, that which sounds the better. So this is how you compare the things. For the other example, history and geography. Geography is good, or geography is interesting, but history is more interesting. So this is how you compare things, right? Now coming back to three types of degrees of comparison. First is positive, second is comparative, and then superlative. So the first that we'll be doing is positive degree. Now the positive degree, it describes the noun. We know that adjective, what happens in adjectives, it describes the noun. Got it? So in positive degree, what happens? No comparison is made. With the name itself, it's understood that in positive degree, we don't need to make any comparison. And what happens in positive degree? We describe the noun with the proper words. Got it? And the thoughts are fixed. Like whatever thought we give to a noun is fixed. We don't compare it with any other describing words. Fine? Now here are the examples of positive degree. Now it describes the noun. So she is a pronoun over here. So the sentence says that she is beautiful. Alright? Then he is smart, he is intelligent. Now in positive degree, as we know, no comparison is made. We only describe the noun and the pronoun. So she is beautiful. Now how she is? She is beautiful. Then he is smart. What is the appearance of a boy? That he is smart. Then he is intelligent. How he is? He is intelligent. So these are the describing words: beautiful, smart, and intelligent. Positive degree. Beautiful, smart, and intelligent are the positive degree which describes the noun and the pronoun. Here, she, he, and he are the pronoun. So it is describing all these, and we don't need any comparison over here. Now the second is comparative degree. Now what happens in comparative degree? When we compare two things, whereas in positive degree we don't need any comparison, in comparative degree we compare two things. How many things? Two things, right? For example, physics is easier than chemistry. Two subjects are there, physics and the other is chemistry. Now these two subjects are being compared, like which is more better. So according to the sentence, physics is easier than chemistry. Fine. Then the second sentence says that Rita is younger than Ram. Now here again Rita and Ram are compared. How they are compared? That is in a way that who is younger. So who is younger? Rita is younger. Got it? The discrimination of the two things, the comparison between the two things. Then coming back to superlative degree. Now what happens in superlative degree? When we compare more than two things, in superlative degree, more than two things are compared. For example, he is the youngest among all. Now this is a person, and this person is youngest among all the member that is there in the family, among all, maybe among all the cousins, or maybe among all the brothers and sisters. So he is the youngest. Among all represents more than two. Then this is the tallest building. This building is tallest amongst all the building. So this is what superlative degree is. Fine. Now this is the chart where we'll see that how positive degree is converted into comparative degree and superlative degree. Now we'll look at the formation of comparative and superlative degree of adjectives. Now the first is by adding ER and EST to the positive degree. Now see, for example, over here, the first word, that is sweet. Now when this positive degree is converted into comparative degree, the only difference between this and this is the addition of ER. See, ER is added in comparative degree, alright, whereas EST is added in superlative degree. So it becomes sweet, sweeter, and sweetest. Similarly, small is the positive degree. By adding ER in small, it becomes smaller. It is comparative degree. Now adding EST over here in superlative, it becomes smallest. So this is the first way how you form positive degree into comparative and superlative degree of adjective. Become whiter. Whereas as compared to superlative degree, what do you have to do? You have to add ST. So brave is already there, you just have to add ST. So it becomes bravest, then fine, finest, white is the whitest. Alright. Now the third point says that when the positive ends in a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, we double the final consonant and then add ER and EST. Now there are 5 vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U. Fine. Now here you can see in the word big. This word big is ending with sound, B-I-G, big. So this big, G is a consonant over here. But before consonant, what do we have? We have a small vowel sound. This I is here. Similarly with hot, this T is a consonant sound. But before T we have O, and O is a vowel, right? Similarly sad, D is a consonant sound and A is a vowel. Now whenever the words in positive degrees are such as these, what does the sentence says? It says that we double the final consonant. So the final consonant means this one. So this G will be doubled. That means B-I-double-G-E-R. B-I-double-G-E-R. So this will be your comparative degree. And similarly in the superlative degree, B-I-double-G-E-S-T with double G, with double consonant letter, the addition of EST. Similarly with hot, double T, then ER, then hottest, double T, then EST. sad, sadder, saddest, the same process. Fine. Now the next is when the positive ends in Y and has a consonant before Y, we change Y into I and then add ER and EST. Now here we can see the four words are ending, the four positive degrees are ending with which alphabet? Y. EASY, easy, happy, Y, lazy, Y, wealthy, Y. Though all these words are ending with the consonant word alphabet, but when you pronounce it, it will sound as a vowel. Easy, IE, easy, lazy, happy, E, the sound of E is coming. Fine. Now what happens when these types of words are there? See, we change Y into I and then add ER. So this Y will be changed into I and ER will be added. So easy, 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 it becomes EASIER. Similarly, easiest in superlative degree, EASIEST. Remember, if the positive degree ends with the alphabet Y and the sound is of the vowel sound, right? The sound is of vowel, then it will be changed into I, adding ER and EST at the end. Fine. Now the other way to change positive degree into comparative and superlative is by adding more and most before the positives. So for example, if you have courageous is the positive degree, so more will be added in comparative degree and most will. Okay. So the next is, if the positive is courageous, what we have to do in comparative, we have to add more and most in superlative. So if the positive degree is courageous, it will become more courageous along with the positive degree and most courageous in superlative degree. Similarly, interesting, more interesting, most interesting, just by adding more and most in comparative and superlative degree. So this is all about the formation of comparative and superlative degrees of adjectives. I hope you are clear with this topic, adjective and kinds of adjectives and degrees of comparison. Like I said in the beginning, if you have any doubts related with this chapter or the previous chapters that we have done, please contact me through my WhatsApp number. And whatever the exercises that are given in the book, I'll just upload it in the dashboard. Just go through it, and some of the exercises will be as homework, so you can just practice and do it on your own. And if you still have any doubt related to those exercises, you can just contact me. The next chapter we'll be doing in the next part of the video. Till then, take care.